Over the past year, the name of Israel has appeared frequently in international news, not only due to the upheavals in the Middle East region, but also because of a strong wave of criticism from the global community. This outrage does not stem from a single cause, but is the result of a series of actions and policies by the Israeli government, especially related to the prolonged conflict with the Palestinians, particularly in the Gaza Strip and the West Bank. To understand why Israel is facing hatred or condemnation from many countries and international organizations, we need to examine the underlying causes as well as recent events that have sparked unprecedented opposition. First and foremost, the biggest reason Israel has become the focus of criticism is the prolonged and brutal war in Gaza. After the Hamas forces' attack on October 7, 2023, Israel launched a large-scale military campaign against the Gaza Strip. Images of intense airstrikes, scenes of devastation and ruin, as well as the massive number of casualties among Palestinian civilians shocked the entire world. According to reports, tens of thousands of Palestinians have died, including many children and women. Beyond the death toll, humanitarian organizations have also spoken out about the severe humanitarian crisis in Gaza. Widespread famine, lack of clean water, medicine, and medical services, and millions of people displaced from their homes. Images of hungry children and separated families have sparked a wave of deep sympathy and outrage worldwide. Not only limited to military actions, Israel's settlement policy in the West Bank is also the focus of sharp criticism. A recent report by the United Nations Independent Commission of Inquiry, released in September 2025, accused the Israeli government of seeking to permanently control Gaza and ensure a Jewish majority in the West Bank. The report emphasized that Israel is destroying civilian infrastructure and continuously expanding territory through the construction of new settlements, viewing this as a calculated long-term occupation. For the international community, especially countries supporting the two-state solution, this is clear evidence that Israel does not respect United Nations resolutions or international law related to the Palestinian people's right to self-determination. These actions have led to significant reactions on the international stage. Many Western countries, which were previously close allies of Israel, have now openly voiced their opposition. In particular, the United Kingdom, France, Canada, and Australia have recognized the autonomy of Palestine, demonstrating strong support for the Palestinians and exerting diplomatic pressure on Israel. The European Union is also considering imposing sanctions on Israel, a rare move against a long-standing allied country. In the United States, where Israel has always received strong support, public opinion is also changing significantly. The trend of criticizing Israel is increasing among young people and Democratic voters, creating great pressure on American politicians to adjust traditional foreign policy toward this Middle Eastern country. Many large protests have erupted at prestigious universities in the US and Europe, demanding an end to academic and research cooperation with Israeli universities and opposing weapons companies involved in the conflict in Gaza. Israel's isolation is not limited to the diplomatic and economic spheres, but has also extended to sports and culture. The Union of European Football Associations, UEFA, has voted to consider suspending Israel from international competitions due to the humanitarian impact of the military campaign in Gaza. Many countries and international organizations, including prominent sports federations, have also called for Israel to be excluded from global sporting events. Although FIFA has not yet made a final decision, it is clear that the pressure on Israel is increasing, not only at the government level, but also at the level of international civil society. Another factor that increases the hatred towards Israel is the way the country's government responds to international accusations. Instead of showing goodwill to cooperate or listen, Israel frequently refutes independent reports, claiming they are biased or ignore Hamas's role in triggering the violence. However, many opinions suggest that this refusal to engage in dialogue only further increases the dissatisfaction and loss of trust from the international community towards Israel. In addition to the main reasons mentioned above, there are many other factors contributing to the wave of criticism against Israel. These include controlling information in Gaza, blocking humanitarian aid convoys, destroying schools, hospitals, and civilian infrastructure. Many international human rights organizations have accused Israel of violating the laws of war humanitarian law, and some have even mentioned the possibility of prosecuting Israeli leaders at the International Criminal Court. All these factors combined have created an unprecedented wave of opposition to Israel on a global scale. Israel is increasingly being seen as an outlier nation within the international community, isolated diplomatically, in sports, academia, and even culture. Although some countries continue to support or maintain a neutral stance, the wave of outrage and criticism against Israel is clearly stronger than ever, especially as heartbreaking images from Gaza continue to appear daily across global media. Finally, it can be said that the deep-rooted origin of this hatred lies not only in specific military actions, but also in Israel's uncompromising and uncooperative attitude towards international efforts to find a peaceful solution to the Israel-Palestine conflict. As the suffering of the Palestinian people becomes increasingly exposed, calls to end violence, respect human rights, and restart the peace process will continue to resonate strongly from around the world.